Hello and welcome to Mickey Art. My name's Michelle Edhouse and today I'm playing with paint. So if you don't like people having fun playing and generally chattering away while they paint, please find another channel. Exit stage left. Anyway, so what fun am I going to have today? I've been asking my patrons what they would like me to give a go. Just throw some ideas at me. As some of you know, I am bulk painting at the moment. I am heading off to Hamilton to be my mother's carer when she gets out of hospital super soon, which is really exciting. And by the time you see this, I will be there and blah, blah, blah. So one of the suggestions was a flip cup using purple and gold. So that's what I'm after. Now, one of the things that, oh, and she wanted it on a record. So I've got a record. I even found a record with some purple and gold on it. How cool is that? So I have covered up the hole with some pastel tape, some packing tape, some sellotape, whatever you want to call it. We call it sellotape here. I know that's a brand name, but anyway. And one of the things I love when we do a flip cup is when you get lots of layers. And because of the amount of paint that you use for a record, which isn't a huge amount, and usually one of my little tuna tins can actually do enough paint, but it's really wide and you don't get many layers. So in comes my toilet roll. Now, toilet rolls are all well and good as long as you're doing an open cup pour, but she wants flip cup, so I've covered the bottom with parcel tape. Who knows if it will hold? Hopefully it will. That's my target, that's my plan, and then we'll be able to do a flip cup. So we have, colour-wise, we have my violet, which, as you all know, is very dark. It dries very dark. Here's a wet and dry version. And so you can see that the dry patch is almost black. So we need something to lighten that up. So I have actually taken some of that and mixed it with white. And this is the colour it comes out when you mix it with white. But I didn't want plain white, so that's what we got. And then we've got gold, because that's what she wanted. And when it comes to a flip cup, as long as you have at least two colours, one's light and one's dark. Well, it doesn't even have to be that, but so that you can see the two dark colours, drying dark, meh, not so cool. That is a bit thick, so let's add some more water. This gold does have a small amount of paint, of silicone. Unscrew my lid. Does have a small amount of silicone in it. Not much though. So I'm actually going to put that as our bottom colour, because then it will be our top colour when we flip it upside down. And that means that we might actually end up with some gold in this painting. As I said, I'm going to do lots and lots of little layers. So that hopefully will also create some really funky cells with lots and lots of rings in them. So the other thing I'm going to do is, I do have a little bit of silicone in the purple, but just going to add a bit more. That's a lot more, but anyway, and stir that in, and that will help us to have a cool result too. So here we go. Let's get this party started with a little bit of this. And a little bit of that. And a little bit of that. And I'm just going to pour them all down the same side so they kind of layer on top of each other. So this is our second layer. Running them down the side kind of helps them not to mingle too much. if you're wanting them to layer. I could just keep pouring and have a dirty cup pour, but no. The cool thing with doing 3 colours when you're doing something like this is that they all touch each other. And that's great if you're happy with them all touching each other. Of course, if you're trying to keep 2 colours away from each other, like maybe red and white, if you don't like pink, been there, done that. Then, yes, that can become a interesting combo. I'd highly recommend making it a 4 colour pour. That way you can have a colour between each one. Alright, that's all our gold. I'm going to call that colour lavender because it really does look lavender to me. And then the last of our purple. And we're pretty much up to the top on the toilet roll. Yeah, we've got about 12 mil, half an inch left. But you can't see this. Let me turn it around so you can see it. Our gold is escaping, so we better get this quickly done. Ready? Normally I'd have brought the record up and put it on top and then flipped it over and had a nice clean spill, but because the gold was just running out, not what I was after. So you ready for this? Let's do it. Oh, it's escaping on its own. Look at this. So we've definitely got silicone sounds happening. Yay! We've got lots of air bubbles in there too, so I'm going to torch this before we go any further. And I've just got the toilet roll over there draining to let the rest of it out. We don't have any silicone in the lavender, but we do seem to be getting cells in there. Lots of cells. But I did put quite a lot of silicone into the purple, if you remember. Lots of cells. Lots of cells, lots of cells. I'm in a silly mood today. How cool is that? Alright. I think that's pretty empty. I could probably scrape more out if I tried it. You know me, I don't like to waste paint. Alright. Now I'm just looking at how thick that is, and I'm not feeling like there's enough paint there. So I'm gonna add in some plain purple, some plain violet. which is a bit... Who gave this bottle permission to close every time I used it? Normally it sits there completely completely open. That's the word. Alright, so I'm just going to run a bead of purple There's a good chance that a lot of that will run off, but what it means is that we get to keep this, because what happens as it rolls over, I know I say this every time, but we may have some new people. If you're new, hi, welcome. Hit the subscribe button and the bell button if you like my interesting point of view and personality. But as you move across a unpainted surface, you get a rollover factor, but like on a wave, and you lose some of the pretty stuff. So if you put a line of paint around the outside, then you start, see, if you look here, we had a line of paint, it's already used up the line of paint, I don't know if you can even tell, and it's already starting to lose that quite pretty cell actually. What I'm going to do though is I'm going to catch it. I'm going to have a capture card. That way we can reuse it. Oh, this is so pretty. Bring it back. Oh, what I'm noticing here, we've got a lump. So I'm just going to stop and dig that out. Oh dear, it's quite a soft, delicious one. Go big or go home. There we go. Every time I tried to pick it up with the pins, it just kind of disappeared. Notice how when I tilt one way, I bring it back, and that kind of helps the cells to try and stay vaguely round. Wow. I like that. I would quite like a little bit more dark in that patch there. But I'm really glad I did a capture card. There's some cool paint on that. Where's my torch gone? Just popping air bubbles. Doubt there's any extra silicone to come up, but especially around these really light areas, I'd quite like to find it if there is. and wow. Look at all those cells. That's so exciting. Yum. Right. I think I'm going to leave it just like that. So let's get you down and show you that, and then we'll have a play with the leftover paint. Okay. Look at this. Where I picked out that paint, it almost looks like an owl squinting at you. Oops, finger. So we've got quite a bit of gold. Not so many of the multi-layer rings that I was hoping for. Like this here reminds me of the inside of a mussel, you know, like a sea fish, shellfish mussel. Quite like this bit here. Where's my finger? There. This bit here. And I really like that bit. That bit. There. So, there you go. I like it. What about you? I think it's funky. So let's go down and have a look at this drip off stuff. You've got some pretty cool stuff in there too. Not seeing anything that's jumping out at me and saying put me on a cabochon as it is, but let's have a play with it and see what we can end up with. It might just be a card to go on a greeting card. Who knows? So here we go. Really not getting too inspired by any of this. I'm sure somebody's looking at this and going, oh, I'd dip that, and I'd dip that, and I'd dip that, but I'm not dipping any of it. So what my next step is to put it on a tray, baking tray, so that I can have a play. Zoom you in. And just shovel it all over into a big pile, and then see if we can get some cells, which we are. Now I have a rough awareness of how big it needs to be to do a greeting card. So that's kind of my target size. This is going to be quite dark, I think. meh, not excited. But hey, we'll leave it to dry, see how it dries, and you guys can tell me in the comments once it's dry what you reckon. Should I make it into a greeting card or not? Okay. There we go. All right, guys, I am going to go and get dinner started and keep moving forward, start packing, getting ready to go. Hope they are threatening to send her home in 2 days, which is very exciting and much earlier than we were expecting. So I'm kind of a little bit rushed, sorry, but I adore you. I will be back to show you the dry result in 3, 2, 1. All right, here it is, all dry and looking fantastic. Oh, I love this piece. I'm so glad I did a second one. It's just so yummy. Yummy, yummy, yummy. Look at those cells. They're so pretty. So guys, yes, I am home. I'll probably be going back for a couple of days at a time in the future, but Mum sent me home. She is definitely so much better than she was when she came out of hospital. It's been so cool watching her choose to live, choose to get well again. She has targets of health beyond what she was before she got pneumonia, so very excited about all of that. I still really love that cell. Look at that. So yeah, she's doing well. The painting looks fantastic. And how does it get better than this, guys? I hope all of you are staying well. I hope you are all creating greater, having fun, and let's see what grand and glorious adventures we can create that are full of ease and joy and glory for all of us. I adore you all. I will be doing a live stream in the next couple of days. I promise. I will let you know. Make sure you're signed up at mickeyart.co.nz/sign up to get that 24-hour notice email. I'm coming to you live soon. Yay! Anyway, I adore you. Thank you for coming to play. And how much more fun can we have? See you soon. Bye-bye.